In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can speak professionally to a camera for hours on end without looking nervous or stumbling across your words and making a fool of yourself to get your message and thoughts across to your audience. Let's check it out. Hey there and welcome back to the channel. Mustafa Talib here with Cinema King Productions, and as I mentioned, I'll be walking you through how you can start speaking professionally to a camera and have that on-screen presence. Sometimes it gets really nerve-wracking trying to remember your material that you prepared and are trying to present to your audience. You start getting sweaty, you stumble over your words, you do take after take after take after take to the point where it gets so annoying trying to get it right. Now you're frustrated and don't want to do it anymore, and you end up just giving up. But what if there was a tool that's pretty inexpensive to help guide you with your content? Like you could literally read your lines on the screen. Yes, I'm talking about a teleprompter. Let's rewind a little bit, shall we? Alrighty guys, so the teleprompter that I'm going to be using is none other than the Glide Gear TMP100. Now these guys go for about $200 on retail, but I was very fortunate to find it on eBay for half the price. And so I got it with me, and let's go ahead and unbox this. I'm very excited about this because, again, having a teleprompter just makes your presence on screen with your material at your disposal an easy breeze. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this, shall we? Here we go. Bring out the big boy. Always make sure you have your trusty knife. Yeah. Oops. Really big box. Oh. There we go. Nice and bubble wrap. Aw, beautiful. Glide Gear. Now, if y'all recall, there was another product that I had reviewed some time ago from Glide Gear, and that is the jib crane, the 4-foot jib crane, right? And if you attach that on top of a 6-foot tripod, you have about 10 feet of height, which is amazing. Also at an affordable rate. They're a small company out in the Carolinas, I think South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, and they come out with great products. And I've used this before in the past, and I've always wanted it for myself. One main reason why you would want to have the teleprompter is that you, as the content creator, can pump out content on the regular without any kind of hesitation, especially if you're on like a time crunch. But this tool allows you to do that much quicker and flawlessly. Another reason would be if a client has a web series of some sort that you can, help them out by being more efficient with your time and telling them ahead of time to have the material, prepared, so that way you can use a teleprompter and there'll be no issues whatsoever. So let's keep on opening this up. Very nice. Look at that. That 70/30 beam glass is exactly what you would need for that professional look. All right, so this is the teleprompter contraption. You can see that it has the two-way glass right there, so that way you put your camera on one end and the lens shoots right through it, and then you have your tablet in front of it, and you have your text in your presentation on there, and it's in reverse, it's mirrored and scrolling at your pace. Now that's something I want to talk about, is what app do you get for a teleprompter? This is just the contraption, not the actual, this device does not do the actual teleprompting, if that makes sense, but rather this just holds the camera and holds your tablet so that you can use the teleprompter function. So there are two apps that I would recommend. One of them would be the iCue, that's ICUE. It's about $8 and it has a ton of features. One of the key features that I'm very much interested in trying out is the text to move feature. Basically, it detects what words you are saying in your paragraph, in your presentation, and it will auto scroll to you speaking. So that way you don't have to constantly fiddle with, the timings and how fast you should move it, how slow you should move it. It's just a headache to always try to keep up with that. So this way it just moves to you talking and you won't have any issues with that. The other app is called Teleprompter Pad, and I think it's for free on the App Store on iOS. And I personally have not tried it out, but from what I saw in the description is that it is really good, and it has a lot of key features as well that are very useful. So there's a free app and then you have a paid app. The paid app obviously has a lot better features to make it a lot more smoother for your teleprompting experience. Back to the teleprompter itself. Right here you can see that it has an opening, right? That's where you have to cover the camera, right, when you put the lens inside right here. And so that way when you are looking into the camera, you're not distracted by any other light that's coming from behind the camera, and that way you can see your text clearly. It's very, very good. So what's also great about this teleprompter holder is the weight capacity is very high, so you can put on very big cameras with long lenses, right, to go inside the socket here, and it has a very big plate. And then underneath it, right, there are many different holes, so you can attach it to your tripod, and that's how you connect it, right? The first thing you do is connect it to the tripod, and then you put your camera on this contraption itself, and makes it very easy. And it's also very portable. It came with its own bag, so you can take it with you on any video shoot that you need to do. So with that, let's go ahead and attach it to the tripod and let's test it out. Alright guys, I'm very excited about this. I got my teleprompter attached to my tripod, my iPad with the iCue app fired up and ready to go. I went ahead and disabled the voice to scroll feature because I found it to be a lot more natural sounding when I don't have that feature turned on, just because the rate that it was processing everything made it sound a lot more stuttering and wasn't professional. So I went ahead and disabled that, and I found a rate that I could read to that was a lot more smoother. So with that, let's go ahead and see what we can do with this setup. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can speak professionally to a camera for hours on end without looking nervous or stumbling across your words and making a fool of yourself to get your message and thoughts across to your audience. Let's check it out. And that's how you do it. No more guessing or trying to remember your lines during the presentation, and ultimately, you look professional. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you guys enjoyed it and you learned something, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. One of those which I'm very much looking forward to using is the talk-to-speech, is the talk-to-text function, and that allows you to, whenever you're speaking, no. This is why I need a teleprompter, because, you know, I can say this right the first time around.